Hello everyone, welcome to the another session of Dynamics Finance and Operations. So in this session, we are going to cover a single topic which is creating a bad job. So in this bad job, like we are generally doing a set of group tasks can be occurring frequently. So we can go through step by step how to create a bad job. So let's say scenario as an administrator, you need to create a bad job, which is a group of tasks that are submitted to an application object server instance for automatic processing. We can see now, just open the FNO. Here, go to the, click the models on the navigation pane. Here, go to the system administration and then collapse everything, all the menus, expand the enquiries menu. Under the enquiries, here it is the batch jobs. Click the batch jobs. So you can see this, there is a number of batch jobs already been running, right? So now we are going to create a new batch job. Click the new button in the action pane. In the job description, like you can type my test job 1. Okay. So there is a numerous field is there, like you will enter the details which is available. Here you can choose the scheduled and start date time. Let's say we can make it today. Actually, it's already been selected today. Okay. So there's a job, bad job you created with the name my test job 1 and you just scheduled it. Nothing to choose anything. We'll go through one by one. Click save it. Now we will create a recurrence. Before that, I want to make a step for you to understand. Create a bad job. Step 1. Then we'll create a recurrence. Then we'll add alerts for the information. Then we'll copy the batch job. We'll do how to copy the batch job process. Finally, we'll enable the batch job. Then assign active periods to batch jobs. Assign the batch manager role to a user. So we'll cover these points. Okay. Second one is a creating recurrence. In the action pan, select the batch job and click recurrence. So we already been in the batch job actually. So we just click the recurrence. So use this option to enter a range and pattern So for the recurrence as you desire. For example, select the daily by choosing a recurrence pattern and interval of 1. So every day the schedule will be run. Okay, click OK. Then now we can do the alerts. You are in the same batch. So for this batch, we are going to create a alerts. Click the alerts on the action pan, right? So like you can indicate it if you want to alert messages when the job when the bad job ends. So that's what ended. If it is a bad job is end, you will get the notification so you can go and run the report. Even though the second option is for the error. If the bad job sends an error, you want to get to know. Like you don't want to know that every time the bad job runs. Okay. So if there is any error only happen, then you should get the notification. Or either if you should get a cancel, because whenever you have a problem or issue, then only you get to know. So you will go and correct the bad job. What is happening there? Sometimes, most of the times, the bad job is uh, using the resource. It will take much resource when you run the more bad jobs. So when you take the system resources, it will not be responding sometime, and it will take some time more time to finish the bad job. So maybe you need to cancel it or rerun it. Even you can enable show pop-up. Even you can enable the email notification. So you can configure the email, which email you want to get the notification. So when you run more jobs, so it will be a problem that you will receive a more notification. So make sure that whether you need to enable the email option or not. Otherwise, just to make the pop-ups, when if we have opened the Dynamics F1O, then only the pop-ups will show. Otherwise, it won't. Click OK. Now we'll copy the batch job. Now how we will do? Just go to the modules, same system administration, inquiries, batch jobs. We'll go here. We have the list of batch jobs. So select the batch job which you want to copy. This is the batch job which we created, my test job 1. Select it. In the action pan, there is an option called copy batch jobs. Here, actually it's not in the action pan because it's been in the hidden eclipse, because maybe if it is not because it will happen due to the page size or resolution. If the resolution is very small, it will it cannot accommodate that menus in the same action pan. It will be expanded. So that's the reason. You can just click the copy batch job. I think it's selected. Yes. Now just make sure if you want to do any changes, you can do the changes here. If you set the view task yes, it like it will show you the task whenever the new batch has been created. If you click OK, then you will directly go to the job which we created. Click OK. See that one I told you. You directly landed on the copied job. Okay. Now we'll check how to enable the batch job. On the batch job page, in the action plan, change status, then select the waiting, click OK. So what it means, the status, when you cannot directly run the batch, because it will go to the process of first, once you create it, it will go to the process of waiting, because there is a several batch jobs has been running. So once any of the batch it's stopped or finished, then the following which is waiting in the sequence, it will follow to run. Click waiting and click OK. Right, you can go back, check the my job to. So this is what it's in the waiting list now. Okay, scroll it up. Now we can set up the active periods for batch jobs. The same way, like how many, like the active periods means which are the period the batch should be active. Otherwise, it will run like uh, anytime. So we don't want to run this batch anytime, means daytime especially, or maybe the working hours, because the system will be slow. Let imagine that you create the batch job. How many batch jobs are running by each user or the admin? There is a lot of badges will be run, and it will take the consume the resource of the server. So we don't want to make that. So instead of that, so that's what we are setting the active periods based on your scenario. Go to module system administration. Here, go collapse everything so you will understand where you are going. Click the setup, and there is a active periods for batch jobs. Click that one. So now there is a default period active from 12 a.m. to midnight. So we don't want it. So we'll create a new period. So the name will be night. So we can choose the batch will run from, let's say, after the office hours. It's just example, but this is based on depends upon your scenario. Okay, after the office hours. So there is no number of users will be active users. So the system has enough resource to run all the badges without error. Click save. Now we have to last step. We have to assign. Cannot create a active place for the badge. Oh, the record is already exit. Okay, create a different name. That's not a problem. That is also exit. Wow. 1 minute. So now I just type the night in the first column. Okay, an active period, and I given the name as a low resource time. I just click save. Now we will assign the batch job which we created, like example, let test my test job 1, my test job 2. So this we will assign the period, active period. Okay, go to the modules, system administration, and we are there exactly. Close the setup, go to enquiries. Now click the batch jobs. So select the batch job which you want to assign the active period. Scroll it down. I can search it, but it will take time because of the slowness. Select it and click edit. Now in the active period field, you see the column active period. Here choose the active period which we created and click save. Example, everyone cannot create a badge, so we can assign to any user, maybe a manager or anyone who will be responsible to handle this task. So how you will give the role, security role specifically, like to handle this kind of task. Go to the modules again, system administration, under security, assign users to roles. Now select the batch job manager. That is the role exactly for creating or managing the batch jobs in the entity of Dynamics F&O. Batch job manager. Enter. Right side, you can see assign users to the role. Rules for dynamically assigning rules to the role. If you create a rule, it will assign the the role to the user based on the conditions. But we are not going to do that one. We are just simply manually adding the user. Okay. Here, select the job manager and you have to click this one, manually assign or exclude the user. Then select the user from the list to assign the role. I'm not sure why it's not showing for me. Maybe I don't have the permission to do this. That's why. Let's say we will do for the other task, other role. This is the way. Once you click, or you just select admin. Then click assign to role. This is the way you're assigning the role to the user. Go back. You see, you assign the role benefits management assistant to admin. For but the job manager is not showing. Okay. Might we need to give this permission to the current user. So now we have covered all the steps from creating the batch, recurrence, alert, bad jobs, enabling copying, active periods, and assign the role. Hope you understand. If you have doubt, just comment on the video.